Our show is about how we can heal the earth through our efforts. The person we interviewed, Chris Chappel, is a pastor who believes that to live his Christian beliefs requires that he serve the least of these. He does this in the naked city, Las Vegas. This show is dedicated to his work. Thank you so much for taking the time to meet with me today, Chris. Please tell us your full name and a little bit about your family of origin and where you grew up.
Okay, my name is Chris Chappel. I was born and raised in Las Vegas, and I was born to both my parents are school teachers here in Las Vegas. They retired here, and I am 3 generations Las Vegas.
What year did your family move to Vegas?
1926.
Wow.
1926.
Do you have any post-secondary education?
I have a bachelor's degree in political science at UNLV.
UNLV.
A minor in history and philosophy.
Okay, great. Do you have any siblings?
I do. I have a younger brother. He's 2 years younger than me.
What does he do?
I don't know what he does. He works for a gaming company here in town, and I'm not sure what his title is or anything.
But he's in the management of the company?
No, he's an employee.
Oh, okay. Please tell us what Casa de Luz does.
Okay. Casa de Luz is a ministry in the naked city of Las Vegas. It's behind the Stratosphere. The naked city is, when we moved in 2009, August 2009, it was the highest crime rate in all of Las Vegas. It's a 10-block radius, and the Metro would get 200 calls per month. We would see SWAT there every weekend. It was drug dealers everywhere. Now the crime rate's down to about 20, no more drug dealers, and SWAT doesn't come around anymore.
What made the difference?
I believe us being in this neighborhood has made a huge difference because we don't judge people. We go right up to the drug dealer and give them a hug as well as anybody else. We've had a lot of people completely change their lives and turn away from that old life. I believe God is in that neighborhood. I believe that's why we're seeing these things what we're seeing. We've had a great partnership with the city of Las Vegas as well as with Metro. I believe that the faith-based community and the city and government should be working together to improve their community.
How many people does Casa de Luz serve, and what kind of services does it offer?
In a little over 2 years, we've given out almost 500,000 pounds of food. As far as organized food distribution, Tuesdays through Fridays, every morning until the food's gone. Every single day we give out until food is gone, and then it always gets replenished the next day. We offer drug counseling. We work with a lot of addicts. We deal with a lot of abusive marriage situations. But one of my favorite ministries down there is with the kids. We minister with the kids. We call them our Casa kids, and there are about 50 or 60 of the kids that are from the street kids from the neighborhood whose parents are the dealers, they are the prostitutes, they are the addicts, and we're giving them a true sanctuary away from the abuse that happens at their house. We've taken kids to see the ocean for the first time. In fact, last weekend, 4 of our kids from Ethiopia, Africa, they saw their first movie in a movie theater for the first time ever, and they're 4th and 5th graders. Stuff that we take for granted, we try to give them that experience because they don't have anything.
Where does the funding come from?
God. We are not funded. We have 0 budget. There's no salaries. We're all 100% volunteer. The rent and the power, that's all an act of faith. When we started this thing, we said, "Hey, God, we don't want overhead. We don't want to do this. We don't want anything. We're happy just doing outreaches." And when the doors kept opening for us to open Casa de Luz as an actual facility, we made a deal with them and said, "Look, you need to operate this. We can't afford it. I don't believe in fundraising because I see too many people fleecing the flock on TV, and it just repulses me. I believe that people will want to give because he's prefaced on their heart, and that's exactly what's happened.
Are there people that you could name who are regular donors?
That would be about 5.
About 5.
And you're looking at your average donation of $500. Those are our big money.
So if somebody wanted to give you money, what should they do?
You can go on our website, casadeluslasvegas.org. You can donate online, or you can stop by our facility at 2412 TAM. I tell people you need to come down and see it for yourself. And whatever is put on your heart, great. But we don't solicit. We try to stay as authentic as we can. We operate the pantry, and we do a lot of community services down there. But we actually operate on 2 fronts at Casa de Luz. For the Christian world, we're a missionary resource center. My job is to get the Christian out of their comfort zone so that they actually do what they're called to do, which is show love to people.
Can you be explicit? What does it mean to get Christians out of their comfort zone?
There are too many people that just sit in their pews on Sundays. God wants them to go out there and to represent Christ's love to that world. Represent his love to the world, because Christian means Christ follower, little Christs. But as you look at the church today, you don't see that representation. Because that's the other thing. In our neighborhood, you'll see in the apartment complexes, you'll see one apartment with electricity, and the rest of them have these extension cords going from that apartment to the next. Only thing they're plugging in is the refrigerator. The rest of the apartments don't have power, but they're feeding off this one who does. That's a serious issue. Why is that happening in our country? So you look at it and it's like, okay, if there's a family of 10, 5, whatever the number is, and you have kids.
4. I have 4 children, but 3 of them are adults and one's a senior in high school. They're grown.
Sure, but if you have young kids, we have families of 10, and you have young little babies, and they don't have power. I'm going to do everything I can. Once I understand the full background of the situation, okay, is there drug use involved? What's going on with the money? Is there money coming in, or is it truly a bad situation? If it's a bad situation, I'm going to help out. If I don't believe in lifting people up and enabling them to the point where they can continue in their bad habits and their bad ways, absolutely not. That's a waste of resources, and that's not being a good steward of what God's given us. But to the people who truly need help, we're there to help them. We're there to help them. We have to.